Peace, YouTube world, Locs coming at y'all with another video, man. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Gotta get this wisdom, gotta get this knowledge, gotta get this divine understanding. Look, wherever you are on this beautiful planet, man, I'm sending you all enough love, peace, strength, holistic health, everything positive, everything upful, everything righteous. All right? So, first and foremost, remember to go to my website, www.mynaturalroots.org. Wildcrafted sea moss, gold and purple, moringa leaves. My book, I'm an author. All right, I've written 2 books. All right, don't forget to like this video if you have enjoyed it. You know, by the end of it, if you like it, go ahead and give it a like so that other people can watch this video. And don't forget to subscribe, all right? I really appreciate y'all for tuning in today. So let's just go ahead and let's get straight into it. All right, family, so I'm about to give y'all the breakdown as to how Freeform Locs changed my life forever. And if you have already purchased my first book, you already know what story I'm about to tell. But if you haven't, I mean, you should have it by now. So this is a spoiler alert, all right? Just giving y'all a heads up. So let's just go ahead and get straight into it. How it began, right? I was 18 and I had left my family home for the first time. Like I'm out on my own. I'm 18, right? And that's when I was first beginning like college and university and everything. And I had a thought in my mind. I'm naturally a deep thinker, you know. I ask questions. I'm curious of life, of creation, and things of that sort. You know, you can call me a truth seeker. I'm a wisdom seeker, you know. And definitely, like, I was in my dorm room one day and I just had a thought. I was like, who was the first human being on the earth? Who was here first? I see the Asian man, I see the Chinese, I see the white man, you know, white woman. I see all these different races of people, all these different colors of people. But I was like, who was here first? We're all the same species, but who was here first, right? And that's how everything began. I started researching, and the very first thing I started getting into was ancient Kemet, right? Otherwise known as ancient Egypt, you know, but that's the Greek name for Kemet. You know, Kemet is the Alkebulan name, you know, the ancient African name for it, and which literally translates into the land of the blacks, you know. That's how everything began. I started studying ancient Kemet, ancient spirituality. I started really just getting deeper into myself, and the more the deeper I would dig, the more I would realize that these people are not teaching me this in school systems. Like I'm not getting fed this in school systems, you know. And I started really getting angry. Like I was getting like hot. I'm like, but at the same time, it's like, why would an oppressor teach you about yourself? Because then you wouldn't be oppressed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge frees you from oppression, you know? So basically, I had a European professor at that time, and he would be teaching us different things where he would be talking about, you know, black people were the original Hebrews, or African people were the original, you know, people of the Bible. And things like that. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? I'm like, this is a white man actually teaching like truth to black people, to African people, you know? And I went to him after class one day and I was like, yo, I'm doing all this research in my dorm room. I hear you talking about this, that, and the third in class, talking about blacks are this, blacks are that. Give me a book. Give me a book so that you can help me to free my mind. You know, give me something that is not being taught in school system. He was like, all right, meet me at this office, meet me at the front office at like 2 o'clock the next day, whatever. I was like, yes, sir. So I went up to the office at 2 p.m. the next day, sharp. I'm excited, you know what I mean? Because it feels like my life is about to make a really major change. That's when, and I still got it to this very day, he landed Breaking the Chains of Psychological Slavery by Na'im Akbar. in my hands. He said, read this. This is a European man, by the way. He said, read this. I said, yes, sir. When I tell y'all, I took that book, I went back to my dorm room. I was highlighting pretty much the whole book. The whole book was yellow. By the time it reached my hands, it was white. By the time I got finished with it, the whole inside was yellow, just full of highlighter. I'm like, what? 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 And that's really what changed my life forever, you know, in regards to my freeform locks. Really learning African history, real true African history. You know, what were African people doing before European colonialism, before Europe's exploration into the world, before Europe got to Australia, before Europe got to South Africa, before Europe got to South America, before Europe got to North America, before Europe even touched just anywhere outside of Europe. What were African people doing? You see what I'm saying? And my whole life changed. I stopped eating meat. You know what I'm saying? I would go to the cafeteria, you know, like me and my brothers, we actually went to the same university. And we'd be in the cafeteria and they noticed I stopped eating like, you know, dairy and meat and all those things. And they just like, man, what in the world? Like, bruh, what are you doing? Like, when you go to the restroom, I know it gotta smell like the Amazon rainforest, because you ain't eating no meat, no nothing. You just eating fruits, vegetables, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, I done came across some deep information that's not being really told to the masses. You know what I mean? Even with, you know, the racial violence in America. You know, it's just a good thing to be conscious of these things. And I rose in consciousness. And so when you really, really study the way of history, right? Our story, you then realize Jews of the Holocaust, they got reparations, right? They got reparations. Native Americans, they got reparations, right? African people, no matter if you're in Jamaica, if you're in the Congo, if you're in Australia, if you're in Brazil, we haven't received reparations for anything that Europeans have done to African people all over the planet. So growing my locks was like a form of rebellion. It was like a form of revolution for me. You see what I'm saying? Because we're in a spiritual warfare. Whether you want to participate in it or not, you're already in it. You don't have a choice. I'm sure we just seen the other day the cop shot this black man and paralyzed him. Got a beautiful family at home, got children, everything. Paralyzed this man. A European man can go and do the same thing. White man just be like, yo, get in line, like stop doing that. But when it comes to melanated people in America, you get shot on spot just for wearing a hoodie in the park with Skittles. You get shot. So never forget the energy of how America was created. Never forget that. Although you exist in it, don't forget your allegiance and where it should lay. And that's why, just going back to the original point, the freeform locks is just a sign of wisdom for me. When you see someone with some really long locks, 9 times out of 10, they know something. They know something. You go to them and be like, dang, you can just feel their aura. You can feel their energy like, whoa, that's a man or a woman of wisdom right there. Let me get some insight. You see what I'm saying? So that's why the freeform locks have forever changed my life. Because when I began my spiritual journey and I started coming into what it means, what it truly means, right? To be an African. born in the Western world to truly know my history, regardless of the indoctrination that is being fed to me in the American school system. This is how I know myself, and this is my culture, and that's how I got into Rastafari. But that's gonna have to be another video. You know, if y'all wanna see another video just like, you know, how I got into the Rastafari culture and things like that. I know you see the beard locks, you know what I mean? They doing their thing. You know, let me know, drop a comment below if you want me to make another video about Rastafari, you know? Don't forget, go to my website, www.mynaturalroots.org, and scroll all the way down to the bottom and put your email in, because I actually send out emails with information, you know, dealing with maybe new videos I'm posting, new products I put on my website, maybe even new finds of, like, you know, different history facts that I've come across. It's kind of like a newsletter, you know, so definitely sign up for that down below at the bottom of the website. And don't forget to like this video if you've enjoyed it, if you got anything out of it. All right, share this on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, your social media networks, so that ones and ones can be inspired. All right, I really, really appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at WiseLocs, all right? At WiseLocs. Gotta get this wisdom, gotta get this knowledge, gotta get this divine understanding, man. Wherever you are on this beautiful planet, man, I'm sending you all more peace, more love, more positive vibrations, man. Get your passport. Get your passport, all right? You hear me? Blessed love.